News, my lovely, wonderful people. Wonders, they say, shall never end. Nigeria is a joke. My wonderful people, I can tell you for free, is a what? Is a joke. Do you know what happened? So, Tinubu's daughter, the first daughter of the country. And you are wondering, yeah, in Nigeria, we have first daughter. Her name is Folashade Ojo Tinubu. Yes, so she was in one of the northern states recently. Apple Media we produced to you with the video where she was hyped, praised, and she did not just go alone. Of course, as the first daughter of the country, she went with an entourage. Guess what? The office of the vice president lavished 10 million naira on her hotel bill, not just for her, she and her guests and her entourage. They were the ones that paid. Of course, she went with one of the presidential fleet, one of the planes to the northern states to show as the first daughter of the federation. In case you are missing words, you are on your own. This country, it has turned into the father, wife, son, daughter, a republic. Oh yes, you never see anything. The office of the vice president, now 10 million naira, 90 pay for her entourage, the hotel, everything. Why Nigerians, people who are genuinely, suffering. By the way, she's not poor. Oh yeah, she has been an lodger for God knows how long. Her father was what? Governor of Lagos State, 1999 to 2007, Iyaloja, now Iyaloja of Nigeria. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like or share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Shocking. Vice President Office lavished 10 million naira on hotel bills for guests of Tinubu's daughter. In a shocking revelation, document obtained from Bridgie platform unveiled the office of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria disbursed a whopping sum of 10 million naira to settle the hotel bill for guests of Folashade Tinubu Ojo, daughter of the Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu. The payment made to Royal Pacific Group on November the 17th, 2023 has raised eyebrows as it marks the first installment and the first use of public fund for what is not official, being used for accommodation of private citizens' guests. Nigerians and outrage. The payment description explicitly stated payment in favor of Fastard Suits, Abuja, Nigeria, for the settlement of hotel accommodation bill for the service rendered to guests of Mrs. Folashade Tinubu Ojo. Despite holding the title of Iyaloja of Nigeria and being a prominent figure among Nigerian traders, Folashade Ojo does not occupy any elective office, government office in the country. This financial transaction is part of the series of payments dated back to 11th June 2019, when various government agencies routinely cover accommodation expenses through Royal Pacific Group. However, this revelation marks an unprecedented diversion of public funds for a private citizens. Efforts to seek clarification for this key figure in the from the Vice President office and the President's Chief of Staff, Femi Gbajubamila, has been met with silence. The story was brought to light by the independent investigative journalist platform, FG, which accused the federal government of publicly supporting and sponsoring accommodation fee of a private citizen. So what is the business of Nigerian government with a private citizen? If her father decides to give her money as she goes on her own whatever, it's okay. It's his daughter. If he decides to pay 10 billion into account, is your family circle, is what you do, to whom it may concern. But guess what? Now the office of the vice president have decided to join in all of this and pay the sum of 10 million for her guests, for herself and her guests. Because when she went to this party, as she was coming, you need to hear the praise. The first daughter of the Federal Republic, the Yaloja of Nigeria, the queen of blah, 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 blah. And the praises was coming. Of course, in parties, we know that that's how they hype people. That's not the issue. But the office of the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria had to pay for her hotel bill and that of her entourage. I don't know what's going on in Nigeria, but if this is not wrong, I don't know what else is wrong. Folashade Tinubu'S is the daughter of the president. Nobody's arguing that. Nobody's arguing about it. Thank God she's the daughter of the president. However, not at the expense of Nigerians. That's people are giving back to the society from every nook and cranny. But our government parastatals are wasting the money that belongs to the nation. And guess what? Everybody is silent. How do we go past this stage in a nation where people who have been entrusted with public funds feel that they are entitled to it, take the money and lavish it at will, and expect Nigerians to sit down there, fold their arms, and be quiet? Nobody's against Folashade. If she likes, she should be Yaloja of whatever is a title. Nobody's against her. Okay? But you cannot go to a party at the expense of the country. If nobody's telling you guys the truth, hear it from us. It is wrong. It is called the abuse of power. I don't know if you guys understand what that means anyway, but it means that the public has entrusted you with an opportunity to guide their funds and relinquish it when necessary. But you guys decide to spend it when you feel the funds should be spent at the expense of Nigerians. It is bad, though. What is bad is bad. There's no other name for it. And all of you need to desist from this practice, especially you, the vice president. At the expense of pleasing the president, look at what you're doing. At the expense of pleasing the president. Is it right? I will ask you. Do your conscience tell you it's right? I don't know if in case you have, do you think it is right? Because you guys are supposed to be serving Nigerians, so, but it does not feel very much like that. So it feels like you are serving your own interest, your own pockets, and yourselves. Does it say that any of these things, anything that people are doing now, how does this affect the rest of the country? How does this affect Nigerians? Are you guys thinking about the consequences of the actions you are taking and what it does to the people you are supposed to be leading? Because when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse becomes inevitable. And that's what we are suffering in Nigeria. So my people, it is time to rise up and to ensure that we speak against these things is now. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.